Hello, people that in the house doing today. I have some shocking news. And everybody knows by now I am in a tidy towns group. I love this beautiful land. I love every part of this land. I love every lake. I love every mountain in this land in Ireland. And it's beautiful. Our landscape is beautiful. We have to admit, there's very little countries to have beautiful landscape, beautiful green fields. And the point I'm making is we don't want people dumping illegal dumping and making our land a great republic, I suppose you could say, littered. Like nobody likes any place being littered, because I love seeing fields that are just pure green with nothing in them, and I don't want to see couches or refrigerators thrown into it. I have some disturbing news from Cavan and Monaghan, from the two county councils. So basically, this is about litter fines, and this is very disturbing. I don't know why the court service just lets this slide. Like, you think they have better things to do than probably go after people for TV licenses. That's probably what they're going after them for, and then they couldn't give a damn about the environment. That's basically what the state just doesn't care less about. So 40% of fines in Monaghan. This is in Monaghan, so Monaghan alone. 46% of fines went unpaid. 40. That's still a lot. That's a lot. You think about it, that's a lot. And then it gets worse. Cavan is dreadful. I have to say dreadful. Really, really dreadful. 60% of fines go unpaid. And I say 60. 60%. Like, that's unbelievable. I don't blame the council, because it's out of the council's hand. When the council, sometimes it does go to court over if it's dependent on the legal scale, the legal day. But as soon as the council gives you the fines, it's up to the courts, to be honest. It's up to really the court's office to deal with it, because the council can only do so much. They can't go running around looking for people to pay fines. It's up to the legal system to do its job. So I don't blame I have no blame for the council here, because the council have enough to do. We have to. I know a joke about the council every so often, but they do have a lot to do. We have to admit they do have a lot to do in Cavan and Monaghan, and like this alone, like, you're letting people off that probably just are pure ignorant and just don't care about the environment. And I wouldn't mind if somebody couldn't afford to pay. I'd be like, I could see that point of why they would throw it out if they can't afford to pay for bins or anything. I could see that. I understand it, but I wouldn't be happy with it. I would understand why. And the thing I say to anybody, if you can't afford to pay for your waste, get rid of your waste, go to your council and say, look, I can't afford to pay, would you please take it away? And I'm sure the council would say, yeah, of course, thank you for telling us. And then throwing it out in the road. And obviously there's some people that just have the money and just couldn't care less. And that's more or less. So I came across so many of them. And believe me, I'm not like the council. If I catch somebody with large scale legal dumping, I won't doubt about it. If I knew they weren't able to pay, but I would be very, very easy on them. But I met one or two people who were just ignorant and had tons of money in the bank, had a big Rolls Royce, really. They just wouldn't pay for it, and that's really simple as that. And then the one person called me a tug, for they say to them, you just don't care about the environment. They call me a tug, which ended very badly for them, I have to say, because I absolutely told them to them, because I was being nice to them. I was saying, if you stay there, we would deal with it very quicker than if you move off. And he called me a tug for it, so that didn't well for him. Because I made sure he got fined. I definitely made sure he got fined. I took his license plate, I took everything. And the guards had to come and everything, so he had a great time dealing with them. He didn't blab off when the guards came in. But I give him a chance. I give everybody a chance to explain themselves. But obviously he wanted to go down the tough route. And that's, if you go down the tough route 10 times out of 20, with me, I'm just going to say to you, look, you had your chance. I give you your chance to explain yourself, to say why you did it. And he basically just said it straight to me. He didn't care. That's more or less what he said to me. He just didn't care. And obviously he had to pay a big fine. Huge. I think it was 20,000 or something fine. It was ridiculous. He had 3 or 4. Like, these are big, huge bags of rubbish. And this is not a poor person, may I just say. It's a person that is very wealthy. And I really just have to say to people, if you like people say, you know, what else about the environment? What else about everything? You know, what else? That's what the young people say. And, you know, I'm sure people wouldn't go, like in this house here, I keep this house very clean. I'm sure nobody would want to, anybody could. Say if I walked into the person's house, that person I'm talked about there, and I went through little around his house, I don't think he would like it. I don't think he would like it. I don't think he would. Would he? Like, you have to put yourself into their shoes. Because, you know, but I do give people fair chances, that's me. But, obviously there has to be a bit of leeway for people who can't afford, because there's genuine people I have met that can't afford it. I understand completely. I didn't go hard with them. I went very easy on them. So yeah, half of the fights go unpaid in cavan about them. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Do you think who's to blame? That's the way I'm saying, because I just think it's the legal system. Because it takes 9 years to find out if somebody's to blame. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more and bye.